Hello students. So in our earlier videos we have started pressure, right? Okay. So I think pressure is you have understood what is mean by pressure. Yes. So what is mean by pressure? It is the force exerted per unit area, and we have discussed about the formula of pressure, then unit of pressure. So based on the formula, that is force divided by area, we have discussed some everyday observations also, right? So all these observations and everything we have discussed on the basis of solid substances only. But we have not discussed about other substances like that of liquid gases, all right? But these liquid gases are what? These are also matter like solid. So matter is of three types: solid, liquid, gas, as we all know. So we will discuss about pressure exerted by liquid in today's video. Okay, let's get started. Okay students, so matter is what? Matter is something that occupies space and has weight, and we know matter can be of three types, that is solid, liquid and gases. So here we will discuss now about liquid. Okay, so liquid is a matter, so it has got some weight. So that weight will do what? It will exert some pressure. So we'll discuss that. Pressure exerted by liquid. Our topic is this. So all the liquid such as water, oil, alcohol, petrol, all these are what? These are liquid. So all this type of liquid exert pressure on the bottom. Bottom is what? Bottom is base. On the base and walls of the container in which it is kept. Okay, we will see it now. But here in this chapter, we will study about pressure exerted by water only. Okay, since water is the most common liquid around us, so we'll take water as a liquid on account. Okay, so what happens when we pour water into a vessel? We know all the liquid have weight. Since it is a kind of matter, so when we pour water or any kind of liquid in a vessel, then what happens? Then the weight of liquid pushes down on the bottom of the vessel. Yes, since liquid, it is a kind of matter, so it occupies space, so it will exert some amount of weight at the bottom of the vessel. So that means what? The weight of liquid pushes. Pushes means what? Push means push, pull, all these are forces. So it exerts some amount of force at the bottom. Bottom means what? Base. So that base has got some surface area, right? So we know when force is exerted on some area, then pressure is created. So which as a result produces pressure, which is given by the formula pressure equals to force divided by area. But here in this case, that is in case of liquid, force is equal to weight of the liquid. Yes, force is equal to weight of the liquid. Since the weight is exerting the pressure, weight is creating the pressure, therefore force is equals to weight of the liquid, and area is equal to area of the base. Yes, simple, area of the base of the vessel. Okay, now we'll see that how pressure depends on depth in a liquid. That is dependence of pressure on depth in a liquid. Depth means you know deep. Deep, the noun form of deep is depth. Okay. Depth can also be called as height also. We say no, as we go deeper and deeper, that the deep, that is the verb form, and when it is transformed to noun form, we know it is depth. Okay, dependence of pressure on depth in a liquid. The pressure exerted by a liquid increases with increasing depth, or what? Height inside the liquid. That is what? That is, as the depth or height of the liquid increases, the weight of the liquid column pushing down from above increases, and hence what happens? The pressure also increases. Okay, we will understand this above statement through an activity so that it becomes clarified. Okay, let us start the activity. Let us take a tall vessel which has 3 short and thin tubes A, B and C fitted at different heights from the top of the vessel. And these 3 tubes are of equal diameters and corks are fitted into them. Then the next step is fill the vessel with water and then remove the corks quickly. See here in this diagram or in this figure, it is shown it is a vessel, tall vessel. It is containing water and what? 3 tubes A, B and C are fitted into it. And these tubes are of equal diameter. That is, diameter means the mouth of the tube are of equal size. Mouth of the tube are what? Mouth of the tube are round. So mouth of the tube, that is the diameter, are of equal size. Now the question arises is, after removing the cork, what we will find? Yes, on removing the cork, we found that the water from the uppermost tube A is found to travel the shortest distance from the base of the vessel. The water from the middle tube B goes a little farther away, and the water from the lowermost tube C goes the furthest of all. See students, here it is shown that the water from A tube A, covers the smallest distance, that is given by x. Let us call it as x, that is the distance. It is very much near to the base of the vessel. Yes. Then B, it goes a little farther from the water, that of A. Then C, it goes the furthest. So from the water, that is B, it covers the distance y, and the water from C covers the distance z. So here we have seen C, Z is the greatest, that is water from C covers the greatest distance, then B, then A. So A covers the smallest distance. It is shown by x, y and z distances. These are distances, nothing but distances. So from this activity, what we have seen or why it happens? Okay, from this activity we have found out that as the depth of the water increases from the above, the pressure also increases gradually. Yes, that is, the depth of water near tube A is the smallest from the rest. That is why the water comes out from tube A with smaller pressure and hence falls near the what? Near the bottom of the vessel, and depth of B and C is greater. That is why water comes out with greater pressure and comes and covers what? Covers more distances. That is, y and z are greater than x, we have seen. So from all this discussion, what we conclude? We draw our conclusion that pressure of a liquid increases with depth. Yes. So in your book also it is mentioned that in figure 25 it is given. See, these are called jets of water. These small holes, they are coming out of small holes, that is why they are known as jets of water. So again, another conclusion we draw, that see here from the above activity, that liquid also exert pressure on the walls of the vessel in which they are stored. That is, these are known as sideways pressure exerted by liquid. That is, the sideways pressure exerted by liquid also increases with the depth of the liquid. Yes, we will see that with an activity.